Hello everyone. Today I'm back with another interview, but this time I am here with another guest, and her name is Monica Jasrai. She is a first year student in Jesus and Mary College in Delhi University. She is studying mathematics honors there, and her hobbies include reading and writing usually. Moreover, this was her first writing competition that she ever participated in, and she came out with flying colors. Congratulations on that. So
Thank you for the lovely introduction.
how did you like stumble upon this writing competition?
Oh, I've always been into writing, but I've never been able to complete a book. I've like started, and then during the process, I was just like, I don't like this. So I dumped the book. So I knew I had to have a deadline or something to keep me motivated. So I knew I had to find a competition, and then I went on Google to search for a competition, and then I stumbled upon the site, and then I saw there are so many competitions. There is another one coming up, so I will participate in that too, definitely.
At least it is like enhancing your inner writer, which you have like kept quiet so many
Yes.
times. So good. So
Yes,
how
I
do
feel
you?
like if you have a deadline at least, then you're able to finish
Okay,
the
then
thing
you
you're
are
actually working on.
then you are kind of a procrastinator. Like, okay, I'll do it until that.
For sure. For sure. I am.
So at least I am happy that Monomosmi was there to give you a push, and you were like, let's do this, and you actually won.
I'm really
So,
happy as well.
so
Yeah,
definitely
thank
you
you.
have the talent. You have the talent. You did not just use it that way. So, let me talk about your mathematics. Since you are doing mathematics honors, that's like huge. I till class 12th, I was a PCM student as well. So I know how tough mathematics gets in the higher studies. So, how would you like parallel? How will you find a parallel between mathematics and writing, or something literature wise?
Yes. I think I've always been inclined to do mathematics because it's just easy. I know how to go about it if you keep practicing it and all, as opposed to writing where you actually have to research a lot and there is indefinite things you have to go about to actually get it right. I feel like in that sense, mathematics is easier than actually writing if you actually want to be good at writing, because if you have to like write a book there, you have to put a lot of research and all. So I wanted to choose a subject that is exactly opposite of my passion. Like I am really into writing, but I wanted to have a different stuff I'm actually working on, like besides that. So that is why I chose mathematics, and I find that really interesting. So
This is, believe
that
me,
was
this
my
is the
choice.
first time I've ever heard somebody say that mathematics is easier to go about than literature if you are researching something. So I think this is the
No,
first time I've ever heard, and the writers will be very happy. Believe me, the writers will be that they'll say that wow, a girl who is doing her like degree in mathematics, she's saying that our job is much more difficult. I
see,
appreciate.
I'm only in the first year, so maybe maybe I'm just wrong. Then I apologize to all the writers.
I really appreciate that. People will be happy because always literature students are like, okay, that's easy enough, and science is very
I
tough.
think I think reading wise, reading is easier than writing actually.
Definitely. So, so since you are into reading and writing as a hobby, has your family ever supported you in that, or they have, always wanted you to be focusing on mathematics and science and be the studious girl? Have they ever supported you in your hobbies and dreams?
Yes, I feel like my parents are really well with that. With whatever I want to pursue, they're always yes, you should pursue that, and if you like work for it, you will be good at it, and then you can achieve anything. So yeah, my parents, I mean, my mother was the one who was like, yeah, you should participate in this competition for sure. She gave me that push. That is why I only
So,
participated.
so what was her
But
reaction when she finally saw that name on that
oh,
list?
I think she was really happy. Yeah, I mean, I got the email at like around midnight or something, and I just told her because she was just right beside me, and she got so happy. I'm pretty sure she's way happier than me.
I,
Yeah,
I
then
really,
that
I
was like,
really
of
think
course.
I really think some parents are really much more excited than our kid, like kids. Like if we do something, they
Yeah.
are much more related. So now, what fueled your passion for writing? Has any incident happened that really stuck with you and you wanted to write something?
Oh, not really. But like with writing and reading, I think I've had a weird journey as opposed to many of the writers always knowing from the very start. I feel like they know that they want to write, and then they have always read so many novels from like childhood and all. I was not a reader when I was young. I started in like seventh, eighth, which is like you are a bit grown up. It's not, and then I started at that time. So I was not even reading some
So
novels
what
like
did you
Harry Potter
start?
and all.
So what did you start your reading journey with?
I don't, I think I just started with novels like, I mean, I remember having in fifth grade, I remember having Geronimo Stilton. I will not talk about it any further. But then I read usually fantasy, what I write. I read in sixth, seventh fantasy and adventure. I, yeah. I
You should.
never like read the mainstream novels though, like Hunger Games, Harry Potter, Percy Jackson, all of these I just
So
ignored. I didn't read
definitely, but
anything other than that. I don't know why.
no, but I have also heard that if you like if you read mainstream novels, then you will think like what others think. So if you have different perspective and different ideas, you will choose some different novel that is not that out there. So people always appreciate different opinions and thoughts, and if you are choosing something that people don't usually choose, then that's very good. Actually, it's very good.
Thank you. But I think it's more like a self-defense because I feel like if I read a mainstream novel and I get a because for mainstream novels everyone has an opinion. And I feel like if I get to hear an opinion which is right and is against me, so I will be really intimidated.
Good. So you don't want to indulge in that thought that I don't want to fight it off, let it be. I'm not even reading
Yeah,
that.
I'm just right. I go into that thought process.
That's also a very good attitude to go about with. So, so since you talked about reading as your hobby, do you recommend anything that people should read, in your opinion?
Yeah, I think like a lot of people don't. I mean, reading can be really beneficial to you if you actually read the right books. And I won't obviously right and wrong is subjective, but I feel like you should try your hand in all books, like any genre. You should go into that. At least try two, three books from that genre before actually settling into that. Yes, I like these kind of novels because I think any genre gives you a different perspective. I will go with the same thought that people should read some non-fiction books to get a ground for it because non-fiction is really beneficial. It has a lot of knowledge, and I mean every book has it, but I feel like non-fiction just delivers it directly, which is harder to read. But I feel like you get you get you learn to
Content
develop
and
an attention
ideas.
span.
Right. So, any
Yeah.
non-fiction book that you would want to recommend to people that they should be reading?
Uh, I don't have any specific because I've read in a wide genre. I've read about Japanese poetry, and that's because I really like Japan and like the whole culture and all. That's because I'm into Japanese comics, manga, and Japanese animations. So because of that, I really got into Japanese culture. But I don't think anyone will find anything as such satisfying in it if you already don't have an interest in it.
I have I
Um,
have heard
but
about the book called Ikigai. That is, I think,
yeah, that is good. Yeah,
so
I
I
made my mom read it as well.
great. So, no,
Yeah, because
that's
hmm,
really impressive for you to say that you like a different country's culture and you really want to know about it more. Being a person of a younger generation, people like it's a rarity to hear that that you are appreciating cultures and especially poetry because I have not heard many people say that they are into reading poetry and that too Japanese poetry. So this is the first time I'm hearing it. So that's really, really appreciable.
yeah, I think I do have weird tastes.
I
But yeah,
I really
otherwise I will
congratulate
say,
you.
um, thank you. I think I otherwise will suggest um, go for really small books, like go for philosophy. It will make you think a lot. It will, I mean, that's what I wrote my essay about. The Republic. I wrote it as the most influential book ever.
Oh,
And I wrote about that. And yeah, I feel like go into philosophy. There will be you will think a lot. You will think about yourself, the entire world.
so
Try with a really small book.
since you have written an article, you would have now realized what's the hardest part about writing an article is. So according to you, what is the hardest part that you found about writing an article?
Uh, I think proofreading. I think it is really hard to actually. I think I can get if I'm in the form, I will write it. I will get finished with it really quickly. But then I will have so many errors on it that when I actually start to proofread it, I will find some, but then some just escape me, and then I realize it later, and then I regret it.
Yeah, it happens a lot. We have to read that article of ours like at least two, three times
Again
to
and again.
actually like send it to
Kind of
someone that it's okay now.
yeah.
Oh, it happens with me a lot. And sometimes it also happens that an idea came to my mind and I started typing it, and it was so fast that we make mistakes. We go get the grammar wrong and
Yeah.
everything. And then when we reread the sentence again, we're like, what the hell did we write? So it happens a lot.
Yeah.
It happens a lot. So it's not the just happens with you, it happens with everyone. And I totally agree with that. So do you have any time for writing? Or do you have like since in our childhood days we had a timetable maintained that this is the time for playing, this is the time for studying. So do you still have that time schedule or it's any time that you want to write, you write?
I write anytime I want to write, but I want to make a schedule of it. I want to like have a proper time and write during that time. I feel like only then I will be able to be better at it. Otherwise, if I just want to write whenever I want to write, then I will have actually no goal. If I don't want to write, I'll just keep skipping it, and then obviously the quality won't improve that way. So I
Oh,
do want to make a schedule of it, but for now I
since you
just
are
write
saying that you are a
whenever.
procrastinator, you want a schedule for your writing
Yeah, exactly.
that you are
Yeah,
done with it. Okay, so you need
yeah,
that push always to motivate you to do something.
yeah. During lockdown, I tried to write in the morning. The second I woke up, I wanted to devote at least 30-40 minutes to writing, but then I gave up.
Mornings can be hard anyway. So there are many versions in which you can read a book. like an ebook, an audiobook, or the paperback version. Which one do you prefer the most?
Uh, okay, so what I prefer the most and how I actually read are different ways. So, uh, I prefer paperback back version. I want to have the book in my hand because I feel like that's the cool aesthetic. I want to go for it. But usually I go for ebook because it's cheaper and it's just on my phone or on my
It's
Kindle ready to go.
portable. It's
So
portable,
I
and anytime you want to
yes.
skip through pages, you can do that. Yeah. So I agree. Being a younger generation person, you have hectic timings and you have like time constraints all the time. So that is, feasible enough. An ebook is really feasible. Now, talking about your creative writing aspect, do you have any tips for someone who wants to, begin writing a article or get into the field of creative writing?
Oh, for that, I think I will give the tip that I got from like an internet article, I think, or a video, I forgot, but I think that has stuck with me till now. You need to write a lot to be better at it. Like this, for in the start, I think quantity should be over quality. You will have to sacrifice quality because you will not like it. You will compare it to people who have uh, written for so long, published books which are so huge with editors, entire teams behind that. So I feel like you have to compromise for that. You won't get the best article when you first start writing. You have to just keep writing anyway because the more you write, the better you will get at it. It is just practice makes better. So in that sense, I will say ignore if you're writing anything bad. Just keep writing. Go over it. Keep editing it, but keep writing anyway.
I have I have read a quote somewhere, write drunk but edit sober. So I'll add it here. You should write like a
I've
drunkard.
I've read that too.
Yeah, I agree with that one because you should write like a drunkard, write anything that you feel like, you write everything down and then you edit whatever when you are sober. So yeah, I after listening to you, I remember I was reminded of that quote. So lastly, I'd like to ask, do you have a message that you want to give to the fellow contestants or the future participants of Monomosme's International Essay Writing Competition?
Um, I would best of luck. Do participate in every opportunity you get. And yeah, I think if you utilize in all the opportunities, you will get somewhere. So I
Like
have
you
all
did.
that.
Definitely,
And
like you did.
yes, and thank you so much for the platform. I feel like that platform actually encouraged me a lot. So thank you a lot for that.
It was a pleasure talking to you, and I had such a good time. Thank you for taking out your time and
Thank
talking to
you.
me. It was lovely.
Thank you.